Right, welcome back. Mr. Rauf, before you came to England, you were very active in the student politics. See, you were acting president of the East Pakistan Chhatra Union in Sylhet, which shows that your politics is right, center, not center, but left to the center. See. And when you came over to London, you said that you joined the forces that were protesting, agitating against Ayub and other dictators. And then you came in touch with the famous Mr. Tariq Ali and others. Now, I would like to move to some of your other activities based in East London. You had your business in Brick Lane, but before that, you were also a student here, and you were very active as such. See, but in Brick Lane, you had organized a Brick Lane Business Association, right?
Yes.
You had organized Tower Hamlets Training and Business Forum, and Community Organization Forum, and Cityside Regeneration Limited, and Bangladesh Consultation Forum. I mean, these are quite a few life member of that is Mukti Juddha Smriti Trust in Bangladesh, director and chairman of Notuddin and Sylheter DAC, Bangladesh Journalists Association. So quite a number of activities to your credit, and quite diverse, isn't it?
Yes. Well, I was involved with a lot of, all of them are voluntary and community work. I thought that if I am involved with them, I can do something for our community. And our community, our Bangladeshi community. My firm belief was and still is that we are very deprived community in a different way and various way. So we should be active, those who can, to improve their position, get what we deserve from the local authority, from the local government, from the local people, because our people work very hard, day and night, sometime long hours, because they came here to, well, I would say that earn money. Initially, people came here to earn money, to look after their families, and at the same time, they are contributing to the economy of this country as well. Not to, it is so. The whole thing should be.
It was helping themselves and helping the country.
Country as well. So that has to be recognized, and that has to be given proper importance as well. So our people, although they are deprived, they have no voice. Not everybody is thoughtful of all these pros and cons and ins and outs. So whoever understands that we are deprived rightly, in my opinion, we should do our bit to get the rightful things for these deprived people.
How to go about that?
Well, likewise, first of all, we have to organize ourselves. Then we have to claim to the proper authority. If you organize yourself, that organization will know what is rightful and what is where to get your proper what you deserve, and that is one way. Then, of course, you have to integrate with the community, integrate with the society, integrate with the local organization. You have to be involved with the local organization as well. And these are the things. And at the same time, you have to empower yourself, or you must educate yourself.
the best way they could perhaps do is to take part in the local elections, local government.
I completely agree on that point, that yes, you have to be involved with what is available for you to empower yourself. Yes, we have our boys and girls, they participated in the local election, they have elected. We organized our election for the MP, we have got one, then we have got three. Inshallah, we'll get more eventually. That's how you will get your empowerment.
Right.
We don't want to be a community of just a fighting community or agitating community.
Yep.
We want to be, we are a peace-loving community, of course, and we want to keep that way.
We don't want to be on the fringe, we want to be the part in the
We
middle.
don't want to be fringe, and we are not in the fringe because our boys and girls now are educated in this country, born and brought up in this country,
Right.
and they are just trying to be like this other boys and girls of this country.
We often talk about the word integration, see, not assimilation. Assimilation would be like forgetting everything.
Our culture, no.
Yep. But we don't want to do that, but integration. But what is integration? I've often asked a lot of my guests, is it speaking English properly with a stiff upper lip? Is it going to the pub and coming out drunk and being a hooligan? Going to the football match and then fighting with the other fans? Taking part in the general elections, becoming an MP, being businessman or starting a business in the mainstream. What is integration?
Well, in your question, as a distinction, there are two different parts. One is bad side, which is hooliganism and fighting, and all. We don't want to be like that. Yes, we want to be integrated in the education, in politics, business, and things like that.
Right.
Ahmad, we have about, in my rough calculation, about over 15,000 business unit belongs to our people,
Right.
Bangladeshi people, in various areas of the country. And this is
Are you talking about the restaurant?
restaurant, grocery shops, plus other business as well.
Right, yes.
Now, every time they are now IT business, their accountancy, their lot of other side
Right.
as well. But yes, restaurant,
Like mini-cabbing and all that.
minicabing as well. They are self-sufficient. These are the things part of the integration. Then wherever you live, you will find your own way of integrating with the local people.
Right.
There are a lot of good areas where you can integrate instead of the bad few things like hooliganism, football.
No, that was so fun, yes.
We want to go to watch football. I do go to watch football match, but I don't want to be a part of the hooliganism of that side. So these are the things we have to pick and choose. We have to use our imagination, we use our common sense, which one is good for us. And by the look of it, our generation, next generation or present generation of young people, they are doing a lot of good thing, which is part of integration.
Right. There was a book some time ago published by the Tower Hamlets Council, History of Life and Work in Tower Hamlets, you see. And there's a page dedicated to you. And I quote from there, and this is what you said: when I found out that we were here to stay permanently, I thought we should stay here with dignity. It is no good to have an existence. When the community cannot have a role to play in the host society. This is what you said, see, and this is what we are talking about. Community should have a role, see, like we are into business, we are into politics. we have made our presence on the high street in the shape of shops and businesses. Now, what more can we do? We are in parliament, we are in council chambers, we are in sports fields, music, everywhere we are there, except football grounds as players.
Yeah. Well, we are here only, say, maximum 50 to 60 years.
Right.
In a group of people. I'm not talking about hundreds, 200 years ago, one or two people came.
Right,
no, when the influx is, say, about 50, to have a community established in a reasonable way, it will take at least, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion, 100 to 150 years to make a worthwhile community. Now, we are here, say about, as I said, 50, 60 years. We have done, I'm happy about what we have done so far. And while I was involved with the community activities in Tower Hamlets, most of my adult life in this country. I am here, as you mentioned, in 68. I am here for 50 years. And I have been involved with all these activities, and my firm opinion is that we first came in this country to, a lot of our people, we came here to have a temporary life, to earn some money, look after the family, and go back and have our life there.
Right.
Likewise, our life as well. We came as a student, finish our.
Yep, we thought we'll go back.
We'll definitely go back, but circumstances made us to stay here for different reasons everywhere. So, my firm belief that yes, we came here temporarily, but we are here. We want to stay here. We are citizens of this country. Our offspring, our generation is growing now. We came here. We must make the most of it, and we must stay here with dignity. What you mentioned, I am a firm believer that we must have a community with respectable attitude, and people should think that they are a respectable community. And our involvement with business, politics, and other areas of this country, making us
Right.
a respectable community. And eventually, I can see that our younger generation are growing up with good thinking and with dignified way of dealing things, which will make our community, Bangladeshi community, a respectable community in this country. We came to stay here now, and we will stay forever. And we should stay forever with proper dignity.
Here comes a point. We are here,
Yeah.
And we will live here permanently. See, now when we talk about, I mean, we have a very rich culture of language and literature and all that. Do you think that some people are scared that we are going to lose part of it if we are here for long? Like, these Indians living in Africa, and now they have come here. So their only cultural connection with their own background is the Bollywood film.
Yeah. Well, there are some things inevitable about the culture. We have our cultural activities, our cultural connection still going on after 50 years.
So far, so good. Yes, it's okay.
After 50 years, 60 years, so far, so good. But from, this is what a lot of people think as well, that the next generation, the people, the boys and girls growing up here, born and brought up here.
We have 3rd, 4th generation, see, right now.
Yes, and our culture is going is getting a little bit
Diluted.
diluted with them. But people like us who came in this country with our culture, and we are still dealing with people like our generation.
Right.
We are still doing our own culture, but eventually we have to accept it that is going to be a little bit shallow or diluted. The whole strict culture in Dhaka, in Bangladesh, we will not see it here.
Right.
Exactly.
Right,
and
sir.
we have to accept it.
Time for a break now. Don't go away. We'll be back soon after this short break. Thank you.
Thank you.